Recorded live from the G.O.T. Sound Studio in Columbia, South Carolina, this is the All About Nothing podcast. The views expressed on this program are the opinions of the hosts. Listeners are encouraged to follow the show on Twitter at AAN_pod or at theallaboutnothing.com. You can email the show at theallaboutnothing.com. You may also call and leave the show a message at 803-672-0533. Thank you for listening.
All right, welcome to another episode of the All About Nothing podcast. Trent Clark, Zach King.
I'm here.
We have a guest this week.
Hello.
Amp is with us. If you don't know Amp, which you should.
Yeah.
I was reminded that you were on Neek's, was it Taco Tuesday, right?
Taco Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Shello.
Yeah, hello, Shello. Exactly.
Yes,
So, Amp is going to join us this week. We're going to discuss some stuff that I think Trent must have an agenda.
No agenda.
No?
As far as what?
Just what we're going to talk about.
Let's talk about his wardrobe. How, got guards,
He's already confessed.
Biscuit house, you know what I'm saying?
Amp's already confessed. He was playing basketball earlier.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, this ain't my basketball wear. I done went home and showered and all that.
Yeah.
I had to get fresh for the podcast, man.
Facts.
But
Everything
I got on is home team shit.
Yep.
I can say shit on here, right?
Of course.
You say anything you want.
All right, cool.
By default, we're explicit.
Before we started, we
It's
said
my fault.
no hold bar, right? Anything goes.
Okay, yeah, we did just say that.
Yeah.
There we go. But I got on home team shit. Got guards on the shorts.
Oh, yeah.
League on the socks, and Biscuit House. This is what I represent.
Okay.
Biscuit House Inc. Management.
I just hum away from home shit right now.
Okay.
And the shirt actually takes you straight to the album, correct?
It does.
Oh, if you scan it?
Takes you to the album, the Instagram.
That's cool.
Does anybody stop you? Like, let me pop that QR code.
Yeah, it's happened.
Oh
a
yeah,
couple
for
times.
real. That's smart.
A lot of people ask like, what does the dog in the house represent?
Mm-hmm.
So from there I just tell them to scan it.
But only the real know about the dog in the house.
Only the real know about the dog in the house.
Is that something we can bring up?
Of course.
Because
It
I think
definitely
Charlie
is.
Brown when you got a dog on top of the house.
I mean, that's where it was
Woodstock.
inspired.
Yeah.
But Biscuit is my dog that he died 2018 or whatever.
Oh, I'm
Yep.
sorry to hear that.
But it's all good. But Biscuit, he was the only person that never moved out of that house. My mom moved
Okay.
out of the house. My brother moved out of the house. My sister moved out of the house. I moved out of the house at one point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He never left.
Gotcha.
He literally died in the house.
Okay.
He just stayed there.
That was his house, Biscuit House.
So nobody else moved in. They're like, "What's?"
Oh no! Like one of us was always at least in there. You know what I'm saying? But we all
got you,
left.
dog was always at the house.
The dog never left.
People rotated, and Biscuit was just like, "All right, you're welcome to come in."
Yeah, this is my house.
Yeah, I get that.
And that's where everybody pretty much creates the sound from. Like a lot of the stuff that I do,
Yeah.
like with my music and stuff. All the different artists that I work with, from Don P, the Flavor God, and Lit Boy, Lonzo's done been to the house.
Yeah.
He's created out the house. Nick done been to the house a couple times, so everybody, that's like our world.
So you let anybody in. If you letting this man and Nick in, anybody comes.
I created a vibe, though. Don't lie.
Oh no, he definitely did.
My room,
He
when I
brings
left,
the feng shui.
whenever I left my room, it was like, here, y'all have this. And it kind of looks like this one a little bit.
His room turned into the studio room.
That must have been the last time.
Because Trent put all this shit up in this room, so
if
it does
How do you
feel
feel?
good.
How do you feel about the
aesthetic?
This feels like his room.
Yeah.
back at Biscuit House.
Don't lie. Were these hanging in Trent's room when he was there?
Nah.
No, they weren't. All right.
Trent, where did you get these airplanes again?
These airplanes are from a builder. I think he's in South Carolina, and it was given to a charity, which the charity then sold, and then we seen it at the Tot Trade,
Okay.
and that's where we got them.
Okay. You picked them up at Tot Trade.
Was the robot there?
The robot actually came from Goodwill.
Okay.
The robot did not come. It didn't make it to Biscuit House.
We won't talk about the sad
that
tiger
thing's-
getting his drink.
That thing's not going to come off the wall unless you really run into it.
Yeah, you gotta really go ham crazy.
I don't know if you can tell, but
No, Amp, you will run into his ass before it's all said and done.
Jesus had fewer nails going through him than that robot. So thank you, Amp, for joining us. You were there. You were there with us last night. We're gonna do a quick recap of the evening last night.
Does everybody remember last night?
I do.
I do.
DJ Lonzo, our own Trent Clark, was the house DJ last night at the Aristocrat here in Columbia. We had a really great time. I showed up just a little bit early in case you needed some help setting up or whatever. I did.
I was late like I was to this.
You came exactly on time.
I mean, nah, like,
you know what I'm saying?
everybody was there. I probably was like one of the last people to show up.
Yeah.
It
They're
was.
like, we're out of alcohol now.
Were you there when they ran out of alcohol?
They did run out of alcohol.
They ran out of alcohol?
Well, they ran out of like certain things. Like they ran out of Crown. Then they ran out of
Who's
something
drinking
else.
Crown?
Then yeah, I was
I
there
don't
for
know.
that.
They're
Who
handing
still
out.
drinks Crown? That's all
I
right.
ain't
like
gonna-
Crown
hey,
Apple.
Lonzo,
Yes,
Lonzo
sir.
Shorty, she bought us shots with Crown in it.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think so.
Yeah.
all right.
Crown Apple's where it's at. There's
Yeah.
a lot of people who don't like that.
Fuck yeah. I
When
fuck
my
with
uncle
Crown
got
Apple.
married, we were sitting there and we had to bring my daughter inside, and his little bar area was over there, and he had an unopened bottle of Crown Apple, and I was like, how have you not drank that? And he goes, I hate this stuff. Someone gave it to us. He gave it to me.
It's too sweet.
It's,
It is a little
You
bit
gotta
sweet.
mix it.
You
You
do
gotta
have to
mix
mix
it.
it though.
Yeah.
It has to be mixed with like Coke or something.
Yeah,
I don't
You can't do it straight.
I'll be
No.
honest. There
It's,
aren't a
it's
whole
like a
lot of
Jolly
whiskeys.
Rancher or something.
Yeah.
There aren't a whole lot of whiskeys that I like. It's got to be bourbon.
But
Like,
Barrett was. Let me tell you about Barrett last night.
oh, here we go.
I only seen Barrett with straight. I didn't see no
he told
mixture
me.
in his
Yeah. I
cup.
don't,
He's like,
why would you dilute something that's perfect?
See,
I mean,
there's
I
a
like a
problem with
little water
people
in my
like him
alcohol.
who are just like, I like it. I like my whiskey straight up, my bourbon straight up. I just one ice cube maybe. And,
No ice cube.
See, that's nasty.
what? Yeah,
Oh
what
my
is
God.
your problem, man?
Well, I don't define it as a problem. I define it as it's a higher tolerance. It's
What's your problem?
There's people who will look on you and shit on you, and you're like Jack and Coke. They're like, why would you ruin Jack and Daniels?
Oh no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I just don't drink Crown. I don't know what
I don't
it
know
is.
how you just
Crown
drink there and
doesn't-
sit there with some bourbon and be
You
like,
just sip on it. You just look. It's the same as my
sip
pumpkin
on it.
beer.
But that's cold though.
no, and that's not just like pure like fire down your mouth. Like,
Well,
That's like if a bottle of liquor's been sitting at outside all day and you
oh
just
well,
come.
outside's different. That's fire. But
I mean, basically, we was outside. They had the doors open last night, so the bar.
It was the vibes.
yeah,
I wish I could have made
It was the vibes.
um,
It's okay, man. We had your face there.
I did make
Did have
sure
my face there.
the Clemson game was going on
Yeah.
at the beginning, and I did make sure to get some of Trent's reaction. So we're just gonna start off with one of the.
And I'm
missed
not going to
kicks.
shit on Trent this week. That's funny.
He missed.
Can I get your reaction on that?
Great. I knew he didn't have it in him. He done missed 2 kicks already today. He's got a lot of pressure on him. NC doesn't believe what's happening. I don't believe what's happening. But we got the motherfucking aristocrat, and we going in right now, baby.
You know what kills me is you ain't been in that type of situation in how long?
Yeah, how long has it been?
That's what I'm saying.
Over
man.
a year?
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's either
Other than-
someone beat Clemson's ass to death.
Oh,
or
I thought he was talking about you DJing.
No,
no, no.
well, no, the DJ. I just had a DJ gig
Yeah,
last week.
you had a wedding.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but like it's either like Ohio State whooped y'all last year, but it's either that it's never a struggle, right?
No. It's always an ass whooping
Or-
or a close game.
Either
Yeah.
get
Notre
one or
Dame,
give one.
Notre Dame or Alabama has given us our nail biters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
what it was.
Trent got to react. We were outside, and I did record this.
She asked, why did you change your shirt? I said I changed my shirt because I was sweaty loading up the equipment because I did it by my lonely. And we just found out that
Lonely,
Byron
baby.
smells like a trash can because my girl walked up and thought Byron smelled like the trash can. How you feel about that, Byron?
Was that Byron?
You smelled like booty juice.
Fuck it.
In
No,
truth,
no, that
in
was-
truth,
my
she,
girl-
she walked past the trash cans. Byron was standing on the other side. So Byron, of course, Neek's brother.
Yeah.
But Byron was standing on the other side of the trash can. She walks past the trash can. And is like, "You smell like trash."
Oh, man.
No. It wasn't.
That's a
She smelled
terrible
like trash. She
impression,
was like,
too. Was she
what-
trying to be subtle?
Yeah, but Byron was like, but Byron said something about the trash first. He was like, "Hey, excuse the smell. The trash is over there." And she was like, "Oh, I thought it was you."
Oh,
I don't know why she not a fucking me. Fuck it.
What would Byron sound like?
So this is the roller coaster of Trent Clark versus.
God, if I didn't know Byron was there, I would have fucking been
Oh,
there
see,
in a
that's
minute.
fucked up.
That's all it took. That's all I want to say.
fucked
I sent him a
up.
text message. I was like, "Hey, what time you showing up?" He's like, "Showing up to
Can we
what?"
play that? Can we play that song, "Real Friends"? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Because it can't be you.
If I could have been there, I would have been there.
Nah,
You know
I want to
that.
hear it now. You was on fake baby duty last
We
night.
get to ride on the roller coaster of
I
Trent.
was
So you didn't pull up last night.
I was on lady duty. I couldn't do nothing.
Did y'all go on a date at least?
No.
There's no dating going on.
No
in this
date?
house. He
Y'all
can tell you
should've
about it if he
pulled
wants,
up
but so we got to ride on the roller coaster of Trent's excitement during the Clemson game last night.
Yes. That's what I like to see.
Yeah. So essentially, what he's reacting to there is another missed kick. I think there were 4 total
A
missed
myriad
kicks.
of missed field
Yes.
It was.
goals.
Yes, it was
It
raining.
was 2
missed
in
field
overtime
goals.
and then 2 in regular.
Did y'all
play.
win yesterday?
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Oh, okay.
We're getting close. Trent's
See, you would have thought by that reactions that we winning, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it
This-
gets bad.
this
Overtime's
forced
not fun.
this actually forced Clemson and NC State going into to overtime. So this was Trent's reaction to people reacting to the overtime.
I feel like you want to say something.
All these cop fans in here. There's too many cops in here.
Hey, but the playlist in the background going crazy. I just
Oh, it
want
was
y'all to
good.
note that.
It was fantastic. So
You sound salty.
As fuck.
Whatever. Whatever.
so here's Trent's reaction to a potential missed kick.
All right, so what we have just seen is Clemson has been scored on again. So we got the Wolfpack is 1 point away from tying this up again.
I pray he misses. He don't got it in him. He gonna miss.
Words from a true Clemson fan.
And then and legitimately the potential was he was going to miss because he had already missed
If he would,
4 before.
if
that.
they would have
missed
lost that game, they'd have hung his ass to the fucking.
Oh, yeah.
To the NC State
oh my,
Wolf.
oh my god.
Ultimately, if you didn't see the game last night, Clemson did lose to NC State in overtime. This was
All right, Trent. Clemson just lost to an unranked team. What's your reaction?
Man, everybody get lucky one day, man. You know, every dog has his day. But you know, we'll see South Carolina. We'll see Georgia Tech soon. So, you know, that's all that matters, baby. Just got to keep fighting and keep believing, man. You know, some people lose too. Players fuck up.
Are y'all gonna win though?
What you talking about?
When y'all see Georgia Tech?
well. They
Yeah,
Georgia
Georgia
Tech
Tech
last week.
I should have interviewed him back because Georgia Tech was unranked
That
and
was-
won
that's-
last night.
They did. Yeah, Georgia Tech beat North Carolina last
So,
night. That was
you know,
okay.
The ACC is shaking up. And like me and Zach just talked about, we like it.
yeah. North Carolina was ranked
Why not?
21st.
I like the parody,
21.
man.
Why not?
Wake Forest is 4-0. South Carolina is now 2-2.
Why
South
not?
Carolina is my main team, but
You got to give other people excuses to get in. You can't just say, "Oh, Clemson beat all these teams," and da da da. Nah,
I think you have some Clemson, some other Clemson people who would feel otherwise. They would love to see Clemson continue to do what they're doing.
you can't do it every year.
there was 100%
Alabama
Clemson
proves
fans.
you can't do it every year,
There-
even with the talent they have. They can't do it every year.
They do it every year.
But they just rank them.
They do pull
every
up.
Year.
They pull up every year.
Well, we're talking.
We're talking about winning and finishing.
Florida put him to a test. I think they could get beat. I don't know who it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It ain't Mississippi State. It ain't LSU. Ole Miss, maybe. I don't know about that. Ole Miss, have they lost a game?
I honestly I don't know.
I don't know who else from the West is going to do it. Florida tried. They lost by like 1 or 2 points.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was close.
I don't know, man.
Alabama's going to be back there because it literally is Alabama, Georgia, and everybody else.
And Georgia won pretty definitively last
Yeah, it was
last
like,
night.
What, 60 something?
Yeah,
I
0.
think
They beat Vandy.
they set a record for the most points scored in a quarter. First quarter, they were up to like 40 some odd points.
They just let off the gas.
Oh, they're like, I don't know who tight end. You want to play quarterback? If you ever know, you'll get it.
Hey,
Hit 'em with a
no,
Taysom
we've seen
Hill.
it. You've thrown the ball.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah, Georgia. I go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, you're
I
good.
seen this funny ass post from Timmy Tim. He's a radio host. And he was like, the best thing for USC and Clemson fans to do is just stop talking trash to each other and root for Midlands Tech.
What was the game before last where y'all played Georgia Tech and Dabo came running down the hill really fast and his ass kept tracking, like he was just hauling ass.
And he met the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to be there.
Well, what was
Like,
funny?
slow down.
Someone clipped that with the a Forrest Gump clip of Bear Bryant. And he was like, he sure is a dumb son of a bitch, but he's the fastest motherfucker you ever seen. I do.
That's funny. Yeah,
He's dumb as hell, but he's
So,
the best
have we
son of a
learned what
bitch.
Shane Beamer's thing is when he loses? What is his one thing? He do? I think it's the rubbing of the hair, right?
he does do the hair a lot.
His best thing.
He will be bald by the end of the season.
Oh, he will be. He's already bald. He's just not letting it go. He
Bosley.
his thing was hilarious. How the
For
guy
him.
goes, well, what did Georgia's defense do that like really was able to put pressure? He's like, I don't know. They have 100 5-star players on their defense. And at the end, he's like, it wasn't some damn magical scheme they came up with tonight. Damn. Like,
you're right. You're right.
He just threw the damn on the end of it. Like,
Yeah, but the reporters are just doing what they're supposed to do. They ask the questions.
The
they
dumbass
get-
it's
questions.
dumbass. It's a very dumbass question to
Now I
ask.
see why Osaki, her name, why she wants to talk. Like, yo, you got to answer this shit.
Fucking
Fuck
done
it.
with you. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Why did you lose tonight? Well, I don't know, motherfucker. Serena Williams.
I don't know. You seen this bitch?
She's on commercials. Wonder Woman.
You ever watch Dragon Ball Z? It looks like that. It's like Goku powering up before the ball hits me. Everyone, Kamehameha, Kamehameha, pow, pow, pow.
Well, we've
crazy.
We've hit our anime crowd for the day.
Oh yeah.
If you don't like Dragon Ball Z, then fuck you.
I think everybody done had their moment with Dragon Ball Z.
We're just very
Yeah.
we're very inclusive.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that we hit all the.
But I feel like Dragon Ball Z made itself make sure it wasn't just a kid show.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause that
didn't
shit,
you like Dragon
that,
Ball Z when it was out?
That
I've-
shit get a little raunchy
wasn't
on
a
the
kid.
sideline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z has been out since like 1987.
It's probably what got
Here's-
people into anime sex.
This is. I'm gonna drop some reality on you. I have never watched an episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Wow.
Not one.
the only worse for it.
I will say this, hey,
Wow.
you're on point with them sound effects.
Right? there's a whole scheme here.
Hey man, I got a bill. You ain't fucking with my bill?
He
said, "Oh."
it wasn't the applause.
That's the only physical sound effect we have.
Mm-hmm.
So Amp, tell us, what do you have going on right now?
Right now, I got like an abundance of music like stashed away that
That's a nice word.
at the right time I'm gonna release it. But right now I'm working on like the management side of everything.
Okay.
I'm trying to help out other artists where I feel they need help with. So I pretty much like I move around a lot and I meet a lot of people.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You write about everything, or you keep? Is there like a certain subject you keep with, or you're just like, oh, I see some shit.
My music is made just off of like how I feel for real. So
Got you.
And it's usually at 2:00 in the night time.
That's some of the.
Nah,
best
it's
stuff.
not even
Come on,
then.
man.
No more. Like a lot of my music I used to write when there's a couple jobs that I had or whatever. I used to write a lot of that like on the job. I write my
That
music.
is so true. I know exactly what you mean.
I feel like I write my best music when I don't have time to write it.
Yeah.
That's when my best jokes come out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Whenever you're working, you're like, you know what I could be doing that make me more happy right now?
Mm-hmm.
Write about this shit.
And then once you don't work no more, you're like, damn, what was I supposed to do?
What do you mean I'm fired? I rap too loud where? In the back of the way? God.
So, which artists are you working with right now that you think are probably going to hit pretty big soon?
Need to Geek.
Well, of course.
Don P, the Flavor God.
Okay.
He's he little on the trap scene. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He has a unique sound as far as like trap music goes, because it isn't like typical trap music. Like when you hear what he said, look, it's different flavors than what he got going on. Hence, he's the Flavor God. And my boy, Lit Boy Legendary, he's a young K. Well, I want to say Lit Boy's 24. He's a producer and an
24. I didn't know
artist.
he was that young.
Yeah, he's young, and Lit Boy's pretty lit. I got a couple tracks on the Biscuit House album that we did.
Okay.
Lit Boy did a lot of production on there, and he's on a couple of the songs. And
Speaking of production now, stay on that. What's your top 5 producers in South Carolina right now?
top 5 producers.
Just in South Carolina. Let's just make it easy.
While he's in G.O.T. sound.
I mean, ironically, I am I'm gonna say Lit Boy.
Okay.
Pluto.
Mine's not that quick.
Muff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Pierre, of course.
Ooh.
All right.
And I don't know. It's hard now because like you got Jetson and you got Mario, but they both their names should be said.
We'll give them 5 and 5.
We'll give them half.
5 and 5 half.
I just did a guitar stuff for one of Muff's tracks too. So
Yeah, it sounds good.
I'm looking for. I'm gonna be looking forward to hearing that then.
We worked on it today. I came in at 1:00 and I brought my electric. He's like, "Oh, we kind of want some acoustic stuff," and I'm like, "Well, I'm restringing Barrett's goddamn guitar for him."
6 months in the making.
Yeah, like
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I tried to play it. I'm like, look at these dirty ass strings.
But I like the live instrument sounds like that. Like Rick Ross uses a lot of that stuff, so like it sounds really good with his music.
I like it too when you can find like just a good real melody, and then you can just sample it and put it through. Or you could do the whole damn thing. If I need to write like a whole damn song, then have him come up on top of it. Done.
Yeah.
Also with the electric, the big thing about electric is you can sit there and make a beat, and then I can come in with the electric and be like, fill any hole, fill any gap. Done. I love that.
Yeah.
It's been fun because we used to do that, and you probably didn't. He knows.
Yeah.
So I used to play guitar for them when we would go play live shows and shit like
Okay,
that.
then I've seen you before then.
Yeah.
I'm about to say you look familiar, but I couldn't put it together.
Yeah, I usually had the DJ Unk style with the
Amp. This is Frank. Frank Amp.
Frank.
Zach King. He does videos, illusion videos on TikTok, and you. Oh, that's not you.
No, I'm not a skinny Asian guy.
Bear came up to me. He's like, "Look, I found this real Zach King on TikTok." He's like,
He's a fake ass Zach King. He could come pay me for that damn YouTube name too.
He does.
He's not gonna get you for that YouTube.
He does spell his name with an H. I mean, you do too.
No, I do not.
No, it has no H.
It's not Zachary.
Sure,
with an
okay,
H?
it's there.
Okay.
So your birth name is Zachary?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
What the fuck did you think it was?
Fucking Zach. What you mean?
My kids were, my parents were like ZAC.
My son's name is Rio. It's not abbreviated for nothing. It's
My
fucking
birth
Rio.
name.
So
My birth
You're
name
telling me your
is.
son's name is not Rio de Janeiro?
No, because if he did, then I would have an issue with him naming
It's
his kid
actually
after a
Rio
city.
Alonzo.
He would be upset at me because I talk crap about people that name their kids after cities.
Well, and I'm Trenton. So, Trenton, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? We got to follow the trend.
If you were going to get named after a city.
It wasn't a city. It was actually my cousin's boyfriend that I have never met.
I'm sorry, you were named after your cousin's boyfriend that
I've
you've
never met. No.
Where are they from?
But you're also
Florence.
named after your dad.
Have they ever been to Trenton, New Jersey?
That's just the name. That's just the name.
The,
you got the white
yeah, that was
boy
just the
name.
guy's name. But I've never met him because they didn't stay together.
Yeah. Oh,
But not only that,
You get what I'm saying? So I'm
nobody
damn.
calls you Trenton though. Everybody calls you Trent.
Yeah.
I call him Trenton.
My mom don't even call me Trenton.
Oh, we're definitely calling him Trenton from now on.
I did call you Alonzo forever.
That's cool.
My mom calls me Amp.
She calls you Amp?
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom just says, hey,
That's when you
fucker.
know. That's when you know it's stuck.
Yeah.
Like that's when your parents have to start going. When they know they have to start calling you by your stage name.
Yeah.
That's when. That's
You
when for sure.
honestly would know what my parents would call me? They call me Boog.
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 I call my son Boog.
Boog. Boog.
Is that short for?
I don't know where it
booger?
came from.
Yep,
No.
it's Booger.
It could
Yeah,
be-
it's
it could-
gotta
Used to
be Booger.
Booger. You got green on.
My dad called me Boog Rat.
Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like a booger.
It doesn't
You were-
sound good. It's
you
a
were just
rat
a big-
again. It's a
You were
whatever.
just a big
again.
booger. That's what you were.
It was
Yeah.
a well.
Why are you always sticking to me?
My
Get
booger.
out of here. The boog is on me again.
just clapping on him.
Get this boog off me.
Oh my god.
That does sound horribly. Well, I mean, okay. So if we're gonna go with,
They made an animated movie and the bear's name was Boog as well. So I was like, well, someone else.
You're like,
is
somebody
probably
knows me.
Someone else are making fucking names.
I don't know. Like,
We're in the airport. I'm pissing my parents off. They're like, Boog, get off me. And some guy's like, Boog, never heard that. Boog.
where are your parents?
On to make a movie. Yeah.
That's definitely him.
Oh, there is definitely gonna be a character in my sitcom named Boog now.
Damn,
Boog.
What's your sitcom gonna be called, Barrett?
I don't know yet.
Life of Barrett.
I'm working on it. No, I'm not in it. I've eliminated myself from.
You can't do
No,
that.
he would be like if he.
You're a walking
say
joke.
there's a Pixar movie. say there's a Pixar movie.
No, not a walking joke, but you know what I mean.
Oh.
You're funny.
You're the
Yes.
you're the Sully of the whatever you're making.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The big blue socks stick to him. I got it. No, I see.
The
I see where this
Osmosis
goes.
Jones.
You're
you know what I mean?
you're Mike Krzyzewski or whatever his name
Oh,
is.
fuck out of here.
The one
So,
eyed.
Wait, who are you? You Boo.
Yeah.
No,
That's your nickname for Boo.
I'm the salamander motherfucker. Like yeah.
Boo is just short for Boog.
So you are the little girl. That's
Boo.
right.
I don't know. Then I got the power.
so what is your sitcom about?
Honestly, it's probably mostly what I've
He's like,
written
have you
down.
seen Seinfeld?
So yeah,
It's what this show's called. The show that was all about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
basically I'm taking pieces of different places that I've worked. It's not gonna be like the documentary style of like The Office. It's definitely gonna be scripted. It's not. It's gonna you'll know it's scripted, but
It'll
it's
be like a
based on.
porno's plot.
It's based on It's based on several different things that have happened over the course of my employment in 20 years.
Can I get
Can I
Can
be
I-
the gym?
chill out, man? I got a real question. Can I get Michael B. Jordan to play me in the
Yeah, absolutely.
whenever I come in? Okay, cool.
For what?
I've already signed
What
it
you mean?
because the podcast is in it too.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan's already signed.
Okay, cool.
I talked to him last week.
Cool, cool. See what I mean?
Oh,
Why is he gonna play?
He's my character.
Why is he gonna play Lonzo?
What
though?
you mean though? I need somebody that can really act.
Trent, you told me that Michael B.
There's a
Jordan.
lot of-
You need Samuel L. Jackson.
Amp, you didn't know there's a lot of there's a lot of range to him.
There's a lot of motherfucking nothing.
I don't need somebody with that dirty of a mouth playing me, man. Michael B. Jordan's got a clean mouth. You know what I mean?
Oh, can I have Danny
Samuel
McBride
L's got
play
that.
me?
Yeah, of course. I got now. It was either going to be Danny McBride or it was going to be
hanging.
Walton Goggins.
Well, I don't have teeth like that.
Leave me hanging. Danny McBride, I
Yeah.
fuck with you, and I'm Michael B. Jordan. Let's get it.
That would hit so hard.
That
That would
would.
actually be pretty mate. Now, there's no way you're going to get either one of them to sign to a sitcom.
Why don't you get on the fucking podcast? Oh,
They're filming. You know, they're filming down in Charleston right now for the second season of the Righteous Gemstones. Yeah,
I love that shit.
it's fantastic.
Keith just got into it. He's like, "Have you seen the show?" I was like, "Welcome to 2 years ago," but yeah.
You can actually pinpoint several places in Charleston where they film it.
Anybody fucking with the Squid Games or
Oh,
whatever?
you can be John Goodman.
Thanks.
Squid Games. Or whatever it's called.
Kevin-
The number one movie on.
Hold on, we have to cast him.
Sorry. Oh.
Oh,
He said he's not in it.
Kevin James.
He's not in it.
why Kevin James? I don't even think Kevin James is funny.
I think he's funny.
I can't.
His stuff where he's a sound guy and he's in like everything.
Yeah.
Like they did one where it was I Am Legend, and he's like, "What are you doing out here, Steve?" And he pulls the gun. He's like, "I'm checking for sound." Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
That was
Shit
funny.
killed me.
But he didn't write that. Like,
I'm sure he did.
I just don't.
Why wouldn't he have?
I can't imagine.
He's not putting himself in it, man.
Why wouldn't you be in it?
Hey, look, man, it's enough, man. We got Michael B. Jordan, Danny McBride. We're good, man. That's all we need.
We literally have to have a Neek.
All right. So if we were
Okay,
coming up, if
Big
we were coming up
Sean's
with
gonna
an
play Neat.
Oh,
Big Sean.
That'll be Big Sean's first acting role.
we got enough credit.
They got braids like each other.
Okay,
I'm about to say,
that's as far as you're going.
Don P calls Neek when he comes to record, he calls Neek Big Sean.
Bro, we're in there. We got the whole cast.
You have to be in it. You have to.
Yeah, you kind of got to.
I'll have to
And then you
figure
can
out how
have
to
Fred
write me
Savage.
in.
like, narrate it.
You're on the poster of the you're on the poster of the show. You got to be.
I'm gonna have Ryan Reynolds play me.
That's just not fucking fair.
Why is that not fair?
Because I'm sitting here with fucking Kenny Powers, and you're just sitting over there.
I'm like, here's Deadpool.
He's like, "Hello, everybody."
And I'm over
Welcome
here
to
playing
All About
these
Nothing podcast.
Great actor over here. We got Fruitsville Station, man. What do you want? The crying.
Have you seen Free Guy? Have you seen Free Guy yet with Ryan
No.
Reynolds?
Have you?
You haven't seen it? Yes. I thought it was
Was it
fantastic.
good?
It was hilarious.
Oh,
Y'all
I
seen
want
the,
to.
y'all seen the Boosie movie?
No.
Lil Boosie made a movie.
Lil Boosie has a movie.
What's it called?
Did you pay the $20 to
My
see it?
struggle. Nah,
Chill out. No, don't incriminate yourself. Because he's charging $20. I want Boosie to not come back and beat your ass, man.
Boosie has had
I'm
some
going.
shit
I'm
recently. I
going
would
to
like
pay
to
my
see it.
$20
You're
for
going
it. But somebody
Well,
was,
cash at Boosie right now.
I pulled up to somebody's house and they was watching.
Cash at Boosie right now.
Is that video on demand?
Now look, man. As far as Boosie with this movie, you got 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. You got 8 Mile. Where are you gonna put the Boosie movie at in between that?
I'm asking, is that what it is? Is Boosie's movie someone else playing Boosie in it, or
his son plays him as a young age.
Yeah, the young,
plays
yeah.
himself.
so it's
And
an
then
8 Mile type.
Boosie plays himself from like age 17.
How old are you, Boosie's like, I'm 52.
You're lying, man.
Boosie, like right when Boosie started blowing with the music or whatever, that's when he starts playing himself.
Damn, man. That's...
So out of
they can hide that though because Boosie still looks like Boosie, so they can just cut him up. Like, how does it look?
out of 10 Rotten Tomatoes, how many would you give him?
It was I applaud the effort, but Boosie got some work.
So this the reason why you don't want to cash out Boosie right now.
Nah, I'm still show Boosie some love just because I'm an artist too.
Okay,
but I respect it just because it's an independent film. He wrote all that himself.
It looked like a Country Wayne skit the whole time. You're just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Nah, Boosie just got a couple. He got a couple parts in there where it's just like, damn, Boosie, you ain't have to put that in there.
So which one was worse, the Tupac movie or the Boosie movie?
Oh no,
Because the Tupac movie was pretty bad.
Tupac movie was straight.
Man,
Boosie movie was straight though too, but
Tupac's movie had a fair amount of production value to it too.
I mean,
What
a
was
lot
it?
of money, but a lot of wasted scenes.
The Biggie movie was,
Way better.
yeah,
Way better.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, way better.
We found those elevators up in Charlotte. That whole movie is the reason we didn't get in.
You're right. You're right.
I heard somebody had an iPhone in the
Oh no,
in the-
Screening.
somebody had an iPhone in the Tupac movie. Somebody had an iPhone in that shit.
Oh, they did. They did. That's what I'm saying. Like an iPhone.
Oh,
Somebody
they
had an
fucked
iPhone
up.
in the
yeah,
Tupac
yeah,
movie.
yeah,
Like what the fuck?
Went on there on iPhone in '96.
Yeah. That's like when they go back in the past and like Guardians of the Galaxy and somebody's talking on a cell phone. You're like, it's 1990. What?
Like nobody caught this.
You know what
Nobody caught
landlines
this?
are? That's all you
Just
got.
like Bear said, like all that money and y'all didn't catch that.
well that's
There
like
was there was something else also in Tupac movie that was like too futuristic for it.
Well,
I can't remember.
wasn't there? There was a fight. It was a Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah.
That apparently in this Mike Tyson fight, like even Mike Tyson flipped out about this, but apparently in this
Don
Mike Tyson
King's
fight,
over there on a razor.
no,
flip
but there
phone.
was somebody that was holding up a smartphone in a
They're
still
recording
shot,
it. Yeah, that's right.
and they were recording the fight. So it's like, is time travel real? Because you have these people that show up throughout history.
How does people
that-
get that angle, that perfect angle?
Well, Anthony, and everything.
So maybe for Boosie's, that was
when
just
you make
how it happened.
when you make it when
you need to be
when you make
publicist.
when you make a song and you make a track and you put it in, you listen to that shit for a good couple times,
before you put it out.
You're tired of it by the time it's ready to come out.
Like
You were
nobody was
fucking
rushing
tired of
Boosie
it.
to get this movie out.
So if you watch it, no.
Like, bro, you had
You're
time.
you're telling me Sony distribution wasn't like, you got to get it out. It's got to come out before the
Like,
movie
man, just
theaters
take
open.
your time, Boosie. Boosie's like, no, today.
We need it done.
I hope that whoever put the movie out was like, there's a goddamn cell phone. 45 minutes into this goddamn thing.
So what do you give him, man? What out of 10 tomatoes? What's up?
You can start with 6.
I can start with 6.
Or 0.5. We can do 0.5.
Hold on. So it's the more tomatoes, the better it is?
Yeah, the more tomatoes, the better. So if you're starting at 6 and you give him, let's say you give him 8, we know the score is actually 2.
Rank.
So I'm just kidding.
Rank Get Rich or Die Trying first.
Rank Get Rich or Die Trying.
Out of those 10.
Oh,
3.
They get a 10.
Okay, so now go from Boosie.
I'm gonna give Boosie a 7.
Okay, that's respectable.
That's not bad.
I would go see a
I
7.
would watch a 7.
I thought Get Rich or Die
I
Trying
feel
was
like it's a good.
You mean like Get Rich or Die Trying?
stupid. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Where would you rank it with Tower Heist?
What about the movie with Compton about NWA? With
That's
Oh
a
yeah,
10 too.
that's
Yeah.
probably number 10. That's a 10.
I thought that was a good one.
That's
Yeah,
a
that was
10.
That's a
fantastic.
10 too.
8 Miles of 10.
8 Miles of 10, definitely.
I liked 8 Mile.
Of course you're gonna like 8 Miles, Zach.
I go
They
back.
made it for you.
I go back and watch 8 Mile now. I ain't gonna fucking like it.
But no, I'm still rapping it. I am white. I am a fucking bum. I do live in a trailer with my mom. Like,
Y'all
come
ever
on,
seen-
man. You gotta know that.
You
That's
ever
8
seen
Miles.
Killer Season?
I have not yet seen Killer Season.
Killer Season with Cameron?
No, I haven't seen Killer Season.
It's just another one that's a
biopic?
It's supposedly a biopic.
But is it worse than Boosie's?
Nah, the Killer Season was the shit.
Okay.
How tight to truth do you think these movies hold?
It
None at
depends on
all.
who's writing them.
Because even 8 Mile, I can't believe that 8 Mile worked out exactly the way that movie said it
Eminem's
did.
like, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I didn't eat spaghetti that night.
Yeah.
Did you know Eminem's coming out with a mom spaghetti?
Shut up.
Yes, he's coming out with a restaurant.
Named
Mom
after
spaghetti.
fucking vomit.
It's called Mom Spaghetti.
Who's eating at that?
I'm not.
Just telling you,
Because
man.
that's the vomit on the sweater already.
Yeah.
I mean,
Welcome to Mom's Spaghetti. It's on your shirt and you don't know already.
how many steps above ragu is Mom Spaghetti?
I don't know, man. You gotta ask
So
Eminem.
Mom's
that.
Spaghetti is like great value.
So, Barry,
ragu.
what did you believe about 8 Mile? You didn't believe that he was able to fuck that girl in the factory?
I just
For sure that.
Or that his homeboy fucked the girl too.
Eminem was like, "Yo, squeeze that in there real quick."
don't get me wrong. I like Eminem. I do, and I enjoy the music he puts out. But I honestly I'm over him.
Was it Tay Diggs that had the dreads in that movie? Or
No, that's
Mackay
not Ted
Pfeiffer.
Mackay Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Mackay Pfeiffer.
They redid it for like Scary Movie, and it was the funniest shit.
They had the fat dude doing it, right?
Keenan. Yeah.
I love Keenan
Don't
Thompson.
call Keenan the fat dude, man. That's disrespect.
He used to be.
He's
the
an
fat
Emmy
dude.
award-winning
He
Keenan
is.
Thompson.
He is.
Now,
Man, I was there since all that.
You know,
so I don't want to hear it.
You know, he is the longest. He
Person
is the
on
longest
SNL.
longest lasting cast member on Saturday Night Live. He is coming back this season.
because he's smart. Think about how long he was with Nickelodeon. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna stay with his check."
was he smart or just sensible?
He
No,
is.
That's very smart.
I think
He's
is
like Nick Cannon.
He is one of the best. Yeah, I agree.
Nick Cannon's
I
one
can
of those
agree
people
with that.
Don't bite the hand that feeds him.
Yeah, he can.
No.
He'll go do anything because everybody likes him.
Yeah.
Everybody wants him on
And
something.
Keenan Thompson has that I'll do anything anyway. Well,
Welcome to Whataburger.
Yeah.
Home of the Whataburger. No,
You
that's
would-
not
you
what it
would-
was.
No, not Whataburger. Come on, it's the good burger,
burger.
Bear.
Yeah.
Don't ever,
you know,
Do you know I would
Whataburger.
legally
don't you
I
ever
could,
disrespect Good Burger with the Whataburger.
Hey, remember when we had
legally I could drink when
Whataburger
that
in
movie
Texas?
came out.
that
Whataburger
shit
in
was
Texas.
good.
I've
That shit was
had
good.
In-N-Out. I've never had a Whataburger.
You never had Whataburger?
There's a
in
Whataburger
Texas?
in West Columbia. I mean, it's not
That's
the
not a
Whataburger.
real
It's not,
Whataburger.
but there, I will be honest
That
with you.
Whataburger is
The
only in
Whataburgers.
Texas.
No, the Whataburger. You can get them in like Florida. There's Whataburgers.
They're like chains.
Yeah, it's a chain. You can get 'em
Yeah.
there.
I thought it was only in Texas.
Next
It
time
is
you go to
mostly
Panama
Texas,
City,
though.
next time you go to Panama City or Fort Walton, there's Whataburger.
Well, I'll
It's
say
like
it right
Zaxby's
now,
here.
fuck your In-N-Out burger. I mean, Five Guys is where it's at. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel you.
Mr.
I
Beast
give you
burger.
that. I'll give you that.
In-N-Out wasn't all that. People, California's like, you have to try In-N-Out, dude. It's the best.
You
I'm
have to
keep-
try it when you're high, though.
I'm gonna keep it true though.
That's the point.
Whataburger is the drunk burger. That's where you
that
go. when
greasy,
wanna-
fill you
yeah.
up, done.
Just like Cookout. Cookout's great at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, but their menu is like the Da Vinci Code.
when's
How do I combine these things?
I get a corn dog and a fucking hamburger.
When's the
That's
last
what I'm
time you've been to Cookout like during the middle of the day?
Never.
Exactly.
earlier today.
Come on, Beard. No.
You saw me walking away from my car.
Hey, I was doing Cookout before South Carolina in its entirety was doing goddamn Cookout.
I mean, I can agree with you on that because I was in North Carolina doing
That's
it.
what I was.
All right, let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back, Marjorie Taylor Green was in the news this week.
Again?
Yes, this is.
Man, this lady gets the most publicity.
It's a loudmouth, blonde-haired white lady. Fucking fuck you, Karen.
I decided that I wanted to do a deep dive into her history, so I've got a whole thing that we want to talk about. And please feel free to interrupt me, but we'll do that after the break. Hey everyone, I want to take a quick moment to mention one of our new sponsors, thepaintedmoment.com. That's thepaintedmoment.com. Check this out. Have you ever taken a photo with your phone or digital camera that would look amazing as a watercolor canvas painting? Well, now there's a website ready to take your photo and turn it into digital painted moments. This is how it works. Visit thepaintedmoment.com, follow the instructions, and your digital photo will be enhanced and returned to you with links on where you can have an image printed to canvas or whatever else you'd like to do with it. We've already got a couple of these enhanced photos hanging around the house, and trust me, you'll love what comes out. Thepaintedmoment.com. Create a painted moment in time from your digital photos. Thepaintedmoment.com. Seriously, check them out today. Thepaintedmoment.com. We have to thank our sponsor, G.O.T. Sound Studio, and its owner and operator, Dominique Stewart, better known as Neek the Geek. G.O.T. Sound Studios offers a variety of recording experiences from music, voice, and instrumental recordings and production, as well as podcasts. G.O.T. Sound Studio is located in Columbia, South Carolina, and operated by the most talented producer and engineer in the business. G.O.T. Sound Studio is a Black-owned business. Bring your recording business needs here. You can find details on their Facebook page or by calling 803-243-2302 or emailing gotsounds@theallaboutnothing.com. That's gotsounds@theallaboutnothing.com. You can find links in the Friends of the Pod section of our website. Visit theallaboutnothing.com. All right, Nothingers, I want to cue you in about a friend of the pod, Blank Canvas Brand. If you own a business or restaurant and the time has come to build that unique brand, you have got to get a hold of Blank Canvas Brand. Blank Canvas Brand specializes in brand identity, including logos, business cards, flyers, and anything else to promote your business. And now, Blank Canvas Brand offers printing services to help with your clothing needs, including sports teams. I can tell you from our own experience, Blank Canvas Brand is responsible for our logo, as well as the Bowl of Duty bowling team logo, and we couldn't be happier with what's been produced. For more information, you can search Facebook for Blank Canvas, or you can email Blank Canvas at theallaboutnothing.com. That's BLNKCANVS at theallaboutnothing.com. You can find links in the Friends of the Pod section of our website. Visit theallaboutnothing.com. All right, welcome back to the show, The All About Nothing Podcast. Zach King, Trent Clark. We got Amp with us here this week. Jeffrey Bell.
Oh, my God. Well, hey, look, at least somebody gave my bell a name. You know what I mean?
I gave it a name.
I always called it Home Alone.
I glued that thing together.
You really had to glue it?
Oh, look at the top. There's glue on top of that.
Oh, shit.
That's not hoppy sauce. That's glue.
You had a lot of free time at your work.
No, that was at home.
Oh, okay.
At work.
Hey, what the hell
I
would
thought
he
you
be
did this
doing
at
with the
work.
bell at work?
Oh, no. Actually, you know what's
Well,
funny?
y'all have assistants, so I think y'all just do this at your job, right? With
So,
assistants?
No,
you
you
know
just
what's funny? You know what's funny about that is actually I had that at my desk when I used to work at Benefit
Sure.
First. Yeah. So when I used to, I'll claim it. I used to work there.
Zach's like, I'm still fucking there.
No.
I
free promo.
I had that bell at my desk for a little while, and like it only took once for me to take it down. So I
And
mentioned,
for the record, Bear didn't have assistants.
no, I did not. I was, and I mean, if we can get into it, but I was told that I was not a lead in anything but title only. So, you know, I'll just put that out there.
Okay.
The assistants have their own thing. They don't really assist me in anything except for doing their job.
Hey,
so.
quick
So
shout
it
out
was-
to Pabst Blue Ribbon for their hard coffee.
Okay.
This is
Is that like the $1 PBR beers?
It's like it's exactly that. It's woke George Washington marching down your throat.
Did you hear that 5 points can't sell dollar drinks no more?
Pause.
Did y'all hear this?
Yeah.
What do we think about this?
Oh, they're being fuckers.
I like it. I think it tastes good.
I mean,
No, we're talking about the cost.
No. I'm talking about I like the Pabst Blue Ribbon hard coffee.
I've
but
never
what do
been
you
a
think about
PBR
5 points
guy.
not being able to sell dollar drinks no more?
Because they used to get them
look,
tall boys for $1.
Look.
Why they can't sell dollar drinks?
Here, I'm just gonna say this again. If
People
you
get fucked up too
if,
quick.
if you don't know
what they say.
what my opinion about 5 points in general is, I don't know that I'm up on all my booster shots to
okay,
visit 5
okay,
points.
okay,
like
okay.
if you go to group therapy, clearly you need to
Nobody's
make sure
wearing
your
masks.
hepatitis
I
is
think group therapy
you've got all
closed
of your
down, didn't
hepatitis.
it?
No,
No.
they're still blaring open. Like
It's the
we drove
ghost of-
down 5 points last night, and it looked as live as it's ever been.
It's the ghost of group therapy.
Doesn't Steve Tannehill own group therapy?
It is a football player that owns it, but I'm not sure which one.
It's Steve Tannehill then.
So anyway, yeah. So
He's the one who signed his name on the Tiger Paw when we beat y'all in like 95.
I mentioned before the break that we were going to talk about Marjorie Taylor Green because she had an incident yesterday. I guess it was yesterday or so. This was
Is
an
it the one where
interaction.
she's a meme?
No. This is an interaction between her and Debbie Dingell, another congresswoman.
You know what? Killing a baby up until birth is a lack of civility. It's called murder. Hey, how about the border down there? Lack of civility. How about lack of laws or protecting and upholding our Constitution?
Respect is the basic thing you're taught in church. Respect your
Taught in
neighbor.
church? Are you kidding me?
I can only assume that she wasn't taught anything in church.
I was never taught anything in church.
I've got to assume. Yeah, that was an interaction between Debbie Dingell. Got to be Debbie Dingell. That makes more sense.
Let's hope it's not Dongle.
And Marjorie Taylor Green, representative from the state of Georgia.
Now, which one was Taylor?
Taylor was the one at the beginning telling her
Bitching a whole lot.
that basically, so she's got this whole anti-abortion thing. And don't get me wrong, I'm against abortion. All right, I'm not in favor of it.
Okay.
I think the amount of misery that a woman winds up going through potentially is horrible. And I my preference would be if there was some sort of system set up where adoptions were easier. Then but I fully believe it's none of my business whether a woman decides that she needs to get an abortion or not. It has nothing to do with me. That is their body. That is on them completely.
In fact, and when I look at abortion, it's also with rape.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And
So,
incest.
Yep. So if that happens, it's I think
Well,
it
you're
should be
trying-
the woman's choice. It shouldn't be nobody else's choice but that woman.
Marjorie Taylor Green makes it look like as soon as the baby comes out to the gas chamber, like it's not how that fucking works.
Well, and even what she said there was it made it sound like people were killing newborn babies.
yeah.
I mean, up until birth. I mean,
what state allows that? I know
None of them.
people used to go
None
to
of
Charlotte
them.
whenever
Like,
they used to
no.
get a couple of months
Even-
ahead of, but
Texas now has a 6-week law. So if you have if there is a heartbeat detectable, which by the way, it's 6 weeks.
It's an
not-
awful shit law.
Yeah, it's not even a heartbeat. It's simply just electric discharges inside the cells. It's not technically a heartbeat. There is no heart yet.
It's not a person.
Yeah.
Not any more of a person than the thing you nut to fucking make a baby.
Again, I'm against the idea of abortion, but it's not my business. I can't
it's none
tell
of our
somebody.
business,
I can't tell a woman that they can't tell me to have a vasectomy.
Yep.
But I can tell them that they have to carry a baby 9 months that could destroy their bodies.
now, what do we think about vasectomies, guys?
Whatever.
Yeah, who cares?
If your girl asked you to get it right now, would you get it?
No
yeah,
sirree, Bob.
I have a kid already. I don't care. Yeah. No.
You would get the surgery and not have another kid?
I can't tell you. You looking at me?
No.
I don't know who.
My junk doesn't.
I mean, it's
a
both.
vasectomy is
I'll just be honest.
reversible.
My junk doesn't work, so it's not like it matters.
He's like, it's already vasectomized.
I worked in TV and radio long enough that I sterilized myself being in the same room with radio
Well,
transmitters.
the thing that pisses me off more is like a woman can't go in and have a hysterectomy voluntarily unless she's already had a kid. Or
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
that's horseshit.
Yeah, no.
If you want one, you're like, I never want kids. You're like, well, down the road you may sign
That's
your
not
fucking
up.
life
That's
away.
Yeah.
up to the- you can't dissuade. All right. So Marjorie Taylor Green. This was the second part of the interaction.
Dingle tweeting to be a good neighbor and don't mess with Michigan women. Green responding in kind. All House Democrats are evil and will kill unborn babies all the way up to birth and then celebrate. You might fall down the stairs when you're unhinged and hypocritically preaching about being civil, going to church, and killing babies. You're a joke.
I have to-
That last part, a jab at Dingle, stumbling slightly as the exchange culminated.
And I have to remind everyone, Marjorie Taylor Green is a representative in Congress. This was the second actually. This was the second part of their interaction.
Life. Being a Christian attracts
Support life.
decently.
Watch your step, lady. You're gonna fall down. Control yourself.
Watch your
Were
step.
they pushing
lady.
each other?
No, Debbie Dingle was at the top of the stairs, or not the top of the stairs. She was halfway down the stairs. But Marjorie Taylor Green just happened to be passing through the crowd, and then spouted nonsense off. Anyway, this
You look like the fish from SpongeBob who yells at everybody. Bitch.
I decided that I wanted to do a deep dive just into Marjorie Taylor Green and who exactly she is, where she comes from.
All right, let's learn
So
about Marjorie.
so please.
First, her name's Marjorie. Fucking piss on that name.
Yeah. So she was born May 27th, 1974. She has 3 kids with her husband, Perry Greene. They've been married since 1995. They got married when she was 21 years old. She attended the University of Georgia, so that's partially what's wrong with her.
Explains, yeah,
I want to know what Perry thinks about all this.
Her husband?
Yeah.
I imagine you know what? He may not be allowed to have a
All 3 of my kids should have been a greasy spot on a bread sheet.
She graduated with a bachelor in business administration because, of course, if you can't study for anything, what do you get?
Business.
You get a business degree. In September of 1990, she claims to have been affected by the incident at her high school in which an armed student held 53 other students hostage for more than 5 hours. Now, according to the AP article, September 6, 1990, there were between 6 and 12 students that were actually held at gunpoint. Unfortunately, the sergeant of the Forsyth Sheriff's Department said that there were between 40 and 50 hostages, but apparently some of them were let go early. earlier in the morning.
This is Marjorie Taylor Green.
Marjorie Taylor Green. Yeah. This was back in 1990 when
if
she was in
only
high
she
school.
could still carry.
Right. This is part of the reason she's such a Second Amendment advocate, even though I don't think she knows what the Second Amendment is actually for. Most of them have been released in the morning. Now, there is no legitimate information available to tie Greene to the actual event, as she was not interviewed, and none of the names of the people that were actually held hostage were released. So we don't know if it included her. She was just affected by the incident, is what she says.
I watched Columbine, and it affected me very much so as well.
Yeah, I was working at a radio station in Winder, Georgia, when Columbine happened. I remember when that
I was
happened.
definitely scared to go back to school.
From 2007 to 2011, Marjorie Taylor Green was listed as the chief financial officer of Taylor Commercial. It was a general contracting group that her father had actually sold to her along with her husband. Unfortunately, because she was now a public figure, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution investigated and determined that as the CFO of the company, she was pretty much a title only. She was not remotely involved in any of the day-to-day business, or especially the financial end of the company. In 2012, Greene was a part-time fitness coach at the Alpharetta Cross Fitness. Clearly, she didn't follow through on that. If you've seen her, I know that's a load. That's an easy bar.
She's a very leathery-skinned lady.
Yeah. She left the CrossFit in 2017. Apparently, in an interview in 2015, she confessed that she knew nothing about business, except for the fact that she did graduate from the University of Georgia with a degree in business.
Well, somebody banged her husband too.
Yeah. He cheated on her, right?
Yeah.
There
was someone from that CrossFit.
Why did you say
somebody banged him?
Yeah, like why did you say it like that?
He did it. He did it under. I assume he's married to Marjorie Taylor Green. He does everything under duress.
Yeah.
I have to assume that.
I was like, why did you say it like that?
She yells about abortions in her sleep. I can't deal with this bitch.
In 2017, she wrote 59 articles as a correspondent for a now defunct American Truth Seekers conspiracy website. Then, in 2018, she wrote an additional 27 articles for the Law Enforcement Today, a pro-police fake news website. And later that year, she protested in Washington, D.C. against a Republican gun control compromise. So this was actually in 2017. Trump was in office, and I guess it was the shooting in Florida, Parkland, Florida, where they were trying to come up with some sort of a compromise, and it never went through. But she was the top official for the Family America Project, a conservative action group founded and moderated on Facebook, in which members would post death threats against Democrats, racial slurs against the Obamas, and support conspiracies that would come out to be strongly associated with QAnon. Now, in 2019, she received an honorary mention for standing outside of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's office, screaming through the mail slot to unlock the door and get rid of her diapers. So I'm going to play for you. This is Marjorie Taylor Green on her knees outside of Ocasio-Cortez's office on Congress.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, I'm an American citizen. I pay your salary through the taxes that you collect from me through the IRS because I'm a taxpaying
ruler
citizen of the
right
United
through
States.
her mouth.
I'm a woman. I'm a female business owner.
At that point, I don't think she was actually a business owner because she had left the CrossFit.
Most business owners aren't really business owners anymore.
That's probably
She
true.
had to go along with the cap.
Yeah, she needed
I'll tell you what.
that's for the PPP loan.
You know what she doesn't do? Mind her own fucking business.
So this was also part of that.
And I'm proud to be an American woman. And I do not support your socialist policies, and I do not support your murderous abortion policies. As a mother of 3 children, I'm appalled at New York's law for abortion, and it needs to end, and it needs to stop now. You're bringing God's judgment on our country, and I'm against it, as well as my friends.
I mean,
whoa, she's just against God's judgment.
Yeah.
That's God's judgment, bitch. You could stand out of the way.
You got a point. You did say God's judgment.
I mean,
she's against it. We just heard her say she's against it.
Those were the words that she used.
That's God's judgment. Are you?
You know, but people misspeak.
Do they?
Yeah,
I guess.
I don't.
It's like everything I say is perfect.
I'm fucking
I
sorry.
will admit.
I put a period every time I speak.
I will admit.
Cap.
Exclamation mark.
She's a walking cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, yeah. This was also part of that.
So you need to stop being a baby and stop locking your door and come out and face the American citizens that you serve. If you want to be a big girl, you need to get rid of your diaper and come out and be able to talk to the American citizens.
Yeah, because that's going to draw me out.
Is this what the fuck we be paying for?
Oh no, this is your taxes.
This is what the fuck they've been doing this whole time.
Well, she wasn't elected. She was not an elected official.
I'm gonna lock my door.
She was popping that shit
through the door.
And what's crazy is
she's like under the door.
If the door opens outwards, I would have forcibly been like, "Dunk, I'm here to talk."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So the only information that I could find on that particular exchange with the mailbox, the door, and Marjorie Taylor Green, Congress was not in session then.
Okay.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez
was not in her office.
Was not in her office. Like the door
so
was not locked.
Nobody.
The door was not locked because Marjorie Taylor Green showed up. It was because no one was there
to open the door.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd take it. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez worked in a bar for a couple of years
You
while
just
in
call
college.
her AOC, man. You know?
No, I would take her in a fight against.
I prefer to call her Alexandria. Yeah, no, I agree.
She gonna fuck you. She got that Latin flavor too. She gonna fuck you up.
Oh yeah. So in 2019, she announced her intention to run in the Georgia 7th District, then began her campaign in the 6th District where she actually lived. Then in December of 2019, she announced that she was shifting her campaign to Georgia's 14th District after the incumbent Tom Graves had announced that he was not running, another victim of the Trump presidency.
Okay.
Then, let's see, Greene campaigned as a staunch supporter of President Trump. She ran on the slogan, Save America, Stop Socialism, which, you know, those two go together. I'm not sure if anyone else is aware, but United States isn't socialist, but we are socially democratic in the sense that we have programs that our taxes pay for, which is a socialist idea. We live in a social...
It's a good thing firemen and, ambulances and police officers show up when they fucking do. And police officers sometimes it's not fucking great when they show up because they tend to put knees on necks and stuff and kill you. But at the same time, it's nice to have a little public service here happening. Public libraries. Let's talk about that.
Out of respect to George Floyd and the countless other blacks that were killed last year by police, it's not something that happens to everybody.
That's why I said that. It's not always
pretty much a
great
cancer on African American community.
100%. No cap.
No cap.
That's why I put my caveat.
Yeah. Right. Caveat.
We're going to have to clip that. Man, no cap.
Greene... Taylor Greene won the primary with 40% of the vote over the 8 other Republicans in the race. That required a runoff with John Cowan.
How dumb were the other ones?
I don't know that they were dumb. They were just not as loud.
It's not about.
That's
it's
true.
who you know, man.
It has nothing.
Who you know.
I feel like in the Republican, and this isn't just a knock on all Republicans, but in a lot of Republican races, it doesn't matter what you know or what you don't know. It's how loud you are.
I don't know how Georgia turned blue with the amount of just motherfuckers. Like
Atlanta showed up.
Right,
that's exactly what
County,
it is.
Fulton County showed up. Gwinnett County showed up.
Atlanta
DeKalb showed up.
I can tell you how. Stacey Abrams.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's like a donut. It's all red on the ring right here, and right here, the dense part in the middle is where the massive people were who are like common sense, and all the hillbillies are pissed. And she's on the outskirts,
she's
like
up
her
in,
district. Yeah.
The 14th
it's just crazy
district
how
is Rome.
big Fulton County is and how many people live there.
How many? Well, Georgia, Atlanta's got
it's
4
like
or
New
5
York.
million people.
It's like
so it's So she won the runoff race with 57% of the vote. She then won 14th district with 75% of the vote. It has to be acknowledged that she lives in a district that was ranked the 10th most Republican district in the country by the Cook Political Report in 2017. In the country.
That is a lot.
And now she's in Congress representing Georgia. So these are some of the accolades that she has accomplished while in office. Okay. On her first day in office, Greene wore a face mask onto the House floor that read, Trump won. So good for her. On January 21st, the second day of Biden's presidency, Greene filed articles of impeachment against him, alleging abuse of power on day 2. Day 2. Like, How do you not reflect on Trump's entire administration and then go on day 2?
She's like, didn't see anything wrong.
Biden overstepped.
You know, that's fine.
I didn't see nothing wrong over there.
Biden overstepped. On January 27th, Representative Jimmy Gomez announced that he had drafted a resolution to expel Greene from all of the House groups that she reported to, that she had previously called for violence against Democrats. Representative Jake, I cannot pronounce his last name, also called for Greene's resignation or expulsion due to her threats of violence against fellow lawmakers. On January 28th, with the revelations of Greene's threats against Democrats, members of the House Pelosi spoke of an enemy within the House of Representatives and the need to increase security measures, stating that this referred to members who want to bring guns on the floor and have threatened violence on other members of Congress.
Bring in Karen Breitbart.
Yeah. Lauren Boebert.
Yeah,
Boebert.
Bitch.
So Greene and other Republican representatives such as Lauren Boebert, who wanted to bring guns onto the floor of the House. Pelosi also criticized the House Republican leadership for placing Greene on the Education Committee after Greene had questioned the authenticity of deadly school shootings around the country.
And if you ever watched that Lauren Boebert shoot a gun, I would feel completely fine standing 25 feet down the range and be like, you're not going to hit me, bitch. You get one shot, bam. Yeah,
well, it's usually the people that can't shoot be the ones that hit somebody.
So I have only ever seen her shoot a 38.
She's this one.
No. It wasn't even that. No. It was a 38. She was shooting off her hip. She was just like this. She was pretending to draw.
This is a Colt 1911.
1911.
So, just recently in September 2021, the Federal Election Commission asked Greene's 2022 re-election campaign treasurer, her husband, Perry Greene, to provide information about $3.5 million in unitemized donations from the undisclosed donors of the first half of 2021. By federal law, only individual donations under $200 are allowed to be unitemized or have donor identity withheld. Greene received more donations than any other House Republican in the first 3 months of 2021.
Do you think that, like, when they go to bed at night and they're both in the same bed, that Marjorie Taylor Green falls asleep?
Before you go any further,
and her husband,
you really think
I need a subsequent. How many people in this room think about Marjorie Taylor Green going to bed? No hands?
No, I'm talking about how many times do you think she goes to bed and the husband's in the bed with her and he just grabs a pillow and he shakes with anger whether or not to fucking smother her, and then he's like, I'm just gonna have to put it down, Peter.
They've been married since 1995. At this point, I feel
he knows what the fuck he's dealing with.
He's either just a shell.
No, she hasn't been political the whole time.
She's been political the whole time.
Though.
He went off and fucked other people, so I'm pretty sure
that's true.
That's true.
So he's around for the check. Clearly, he's around for the check.
He's like, it would be worth it, Peter. You could do this, Peter. Imagine if she never opened that big fucking mouth again.
Just imagine what the world would be like.
Man, I'm telling you, he's there for the check, man. That's why he's there. He's there for the check and the health insurance. You got to have great health insurance if you're a politician. It's got to be
I've made
great.
you eggs. I'm glad you're awake, honey. That's what it devolves into. Like, I'll take all the kids to school. You go on and talk about abortions and yell at school
shootings. Get your ass out of here.
Yell about survivors.
Yeah, go yell at people who survive school shootings and stuff. Yeah, you go do that.
Tell them that. Consistently go around telling people that the shooter's the victim.
Oh no, I'd hit her with a fucking sock full of nickels.
So Greene has been consistent on her stance about children should not wear masks during COVID-19. She has refused to get the COVID-19 vaccine. So when you hear statistics like every congressman, every Republican has gotten it. If you're a politician, it's not true. She still has not gotten it, according to the article I read.
Oh, well, there's a ventilator with her name not on it.
Yeah. She has been fined $500 for not wearing a mask on the floor of the House. She is a gun right advocate. She is against any LGBTQ rights. Lastly, this was the part that didn't surprise me but still surprised me. Lastly, at a rally in February of 2020, Greene held up a banner for the American Patriot USA, a far-right group attempting to further its influence on Georgia Republicans. She also posed for several pictures with Chester Doles. And if you don't know who Chester Doles is a fifth-generation Ku Klux Klansman.
I literally was about to say Duke, the fucking
it's
KKK guy.
Pretty same. Doles has nearly a half dozen assault arrests, and has served 2 separate prison sentences in Maryland. It is reported that Greene knew his history and recognized him even before was asked to take a picture with him.
So let's rewind one step back. So she got fined $500, and then she paid it with our tax money that we give her?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Of course.
Okay.
Of
I
course.
just had to make sure I heard that correct.
Out of her salary.
Georgia's tax money.
See, here's the thing. Here's the craziest thing. I want to say I believe that if you are a junior congressman, which your first term, I think you still make somewhere in the range of like $260,000 a year.
What?
That's their starting salary.
As like her.
Yeah. Look at some.
God, I'm starting my campaign.
President doesn't
now.
make more than that, right?
President makes just under $500,000 a year.
So, yeah.
Unless you talk to Trump's supporters, who
he gave his whole
he gave
thing
all of
away.
He gave all of his money away.
Guys, we all made more.
We all made more than the
Trump.
president. Yeah. Let me see.
No, we didn't.
Congressman salaries.
He funneled money into his golf club.
He gave us money so he could make money through the pandemic.
Okay, I was wrong. Senators and House representatives make a base salary of $174,000 a year. That's $174,000. It's technically
more than the WNBA.
It's technically a part-time job, is it? It's more than WNBA.
I think that.
Well, I know
like a top player doesn't get paid that.
I know.
If I'm not mistaken.
I know somebody who makes more than that, but like, she's not living in D.C. with that. That's fly back to Georgia, stay in Georgia, and then fly up there to be a pain in everybody's.
I mean, that money is supposed to pay for all of her transportation, but see, that's not how politicians at that level work. You have someone. Generally, lobbyists will probably pay for your flights. They'll pay for private planes to fly you back and forth so that they can influence you in the direction they want to go.
Okay, I was wrong. So the top salary
please tell me
the
it's more.
WNBA is $221,000.
Hold on, that's the base salary or the top salary?
That's the top.
Is that Asia Wilson?
That is.
I think that's the lady who won all them championships.
It has to be
Supermax.
Asia. Asia Wilson.
No, it's not.
She's MVP.
I think she's still in the like rookie contract.
Because remember, she was complaining about not getting paid.
It's true.
Remember?
It's insane.
I don't know.
It's that lady that have been in there for forever. Like they I think they put the comparison of her and LeBron online.
Bird.
Yeah.
Who's the last name? Bird.
Sue Bird.
And I don't know this last name. Taraji. Teresa.
I forgot how to say her name.
Teresa?
Tarasi.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
So 221,000 is the highest.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Well,
Yeah, that's
okay,
bad. That's
so
really bad.
I'm going to acknowledge the fact that the WNBA does not bring in the money that the NBA brings in. So
Facts.
it's hard to take that and say the WNBA players should be making the same money as men in the NBA.
But we can blame the NBA because the WNBA doesn't get the same
Completely agreed.
coverage.
Completely agree with that.
And
ESPN doesn't cover them like that.
Right.
They'll do like 3 games maybe.
I'm about to say
a
the
night.
WNBA, they just not really showing up on TV like
Yeah,
that.
and that's
They weren't
horrible.
showing up on
That's
TV like
horrible.
that before.
You know the whole March Madness name, they won't even give that to the women at all. It's just for
It's
the
not
men.
associated
Yeah.
with the women
You
at all.
can't- for the women, they won't call it March Madness.
That's crazy.
That's crazy as shit. And you know what to think about it? These women, they can make more money playing for college right now with the NIL deals that's
Right.
passed.
Correct.
And sit there and be like, you know what? Fuck the WNBA.
Yep.
I want to sit here for 4 years and make my real check. And then when I come in, then I can negotiate because what you're going to bring to the table is horse shit.
Exactly.
So
Kobe Bryant was working on that.
So here's
I guarantee you, Gigi would have been the highest paid person in the WNBA if she would have still been alive.
So my opinion on that is as a fan of basketball, I think people need to engage more with the WNBA. Go to the games, buy the jerseys, watch them on TV.
I want one here.
Yeah, that's about like it's wide open here. Like people
Pull
love
it in,
basketball
man.
here. They love women's basketball
Especially
here.
women's
There
basketball.
should be a Columbia WNBA team.
Facts.
You
It's
could-
enough
know what?
land. It's enough land
Even
for
if
it.
they played at the Coliseum, you know,
At the same spot. Yeah, they
yeah,
can transfer to
you
You know
gym.
what?
could-
You know what?
you could
No,
totally
play
do all
it.
of
Play it at Benedict. Play it at Allen.
Facts.
Play it at
That's
one of the
real.
HBCUs.
Yep.
Have it posted. Have that team hosted during the summer.
and then let it blow up and then make them build something new.
Yeah,
That would be fantastic.
Definitely.
I would be in favor
I'm
of that.
down there with that.
All right.
We got to get Benjamin in here, man. We got to talk to him.
Well, he's not running anymore.
He's
out
right.
now.
That's right. That's right. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. What's he about to do?
Still get his thoughts. Let him run.
Write a book.
He said he's not going. He said
I'd vote.
he said
turned up.
he said he's not going. He's not going any further than what he did.
I think he will. I think
he said he would.
I think Benjamin has. I think he's got room to grow in the Democratic Party.
He said he wasn't going to go to Congress or anything like that.
I get that.
Senatorship. We need to get the fuck rid of Lindsey Graham for sure because now he is like COVID is nasty.
Well,
like,
we've got him for another 5 years. Mm-hmm. We still have Lindsey Graham. Tim Scott we have for 4 years. Yep. I'd like to assume that Tim Scott would maybe take a shift a little bit more to the left now that Trump's not out there calling him, my black dude.
Who was the guy?
Well, he's coming back. 2024. He's coming back. Come on, Joe Rogan just said it. He said the Democratic Party fucked up, and he said Trump is going to run again, and he potentially will win.
No, he won't.
I don't think he'll run.
People are really pissed off at Biden right now.
I get that. You can be upset at the president for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. I mean, Afghanistan sucked. COVID is
the border.
Yeah,
all that.
The border. Come on.
They're blaming him for the border. And I don't understand how he can get blamed, but they're blaming him for the border.
Here's what happens. Look, I get that this is probably not the most popular, idea, but as far as I'm concerned, you've got people that want to come into the United States because they're trying to escape. That's literally what the United States was for hundreds of years. Right. It wasn't up until the last 25, 30 years where all of a sudden we're like, no, too many. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't that it was too many people. Yeah. It was that it was too many brown people.
Too many, the wrong race.
Yeah. A lot of races were forced to come here. The other ones were forced to do lotteries. The other ones just showed the fuck up. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's been everything.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Everybody want to be angry about something.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. That is absolutely true. And to me, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why waste your energy on that?
I think there's a lot more violence that is needed. Like, if I was that lady at the top of the mid to top stairs and Marjorie Green Taylor's yelling at me,
door kick right to the chest.
No, that's when Donkey Kong's barrel comes rolling down.
Both. She's getting both of my shoes while I'm running down. I'm like, what? Let's go.
You doing just like Bush?
Yeah, I'm coming down, you motherfucker. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, you know what? That guy probably should have just had both shoes off ready.
He ducked both of them.
He's like, what?
He played football.
Oh, you're right.
If anything, he knows how to avoid a football.
But if Trump was up there, he would have been.
He doesn't know how to avoid. He does not.
His ass dead.
He definitely was supposed to hit one of them buttons.
Yeah, exactly.
He did that.
But he does not know how to chew.
The only thing
he doesn't know how to chew.
That was
my god!
I think that was.
Where's
that
Michelle?
Was the pretzel. Yeah, that was the pretzel.
He almost died from a pretzel.
The only thing I don't think
had that bruise on his face and all.
The only thing I don't think President Bush could avoid or get out of the way of was the 8-ball. So that was a little rough on him.
I mean,
I'm not saying he was an addict. I'm just saying he did cocaine.
You could tell.
I
could tell the way he looks at Michelle. Like, hey, Michelle, like, you want a little line?
Black, white, yellow, blue, red, don't matter to me.
Man, my boy Obama be going to cookies, man. He be blowing on cookies.
You think so?
Yeah.
Man, somebody went to cookies in L.A. and man, they said it wasn't all that, man.
Cap.
Okay. They must have went to the wrong one. I don't know why.
Must be two sides.
All right, last thing I want to bring up. According to Newsweek, a study to advocate the effectiveness of psychotherapy and shrooms is apparently coming about. That is right. 24 volunteers took part in a small study to evaluate the effects of magical shrooms as well as psychotherapy on depression. So a story written by Adam Pierre.
Shrooms make you happy.
Yeah, cited that if the study proves positive results and potentially could see a larger study, that the FDA approval could see the biggest advance in mental health since Prozac in the 1990s.
Study Colorado right fucking now.
Listen here, Barrett. I'm going to tell you this, man. If shrooms gets legalized before weed, all of them, we got a big problem.
Shrooms has already been legalized.
Yeah.
It's
in Colorado. You can get shrooms.
I heard shrooms. I'm saying all over nationally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll all be a little pissed about that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, according to the Hopkins study published in 2020, mushroom therapy was 4 times more effective than traditional antidepressants. 2/3 of the participants showed more than 50% reduction in depression symptoms after 1 week. A month later, more than half of them were considered to be in remission.
So what did they let these people do whenever they did this little study? Were they like in like a
They
fun
just
place?
check in. No. They take it.
it's-
They take the medication. And
You
then they
report
check
back
in.
home, and there's probably somebody there that you designate to watch.
I'm
you.
telling you have to have somebody to watch you.
Yeah,
Right?
there's a.
Hold on. Is that what they call the guide?
Yes.
Yes.
It's not. They're not actually giving people shrooms. They're
They're there to
dosage
make sure
of-
you're not jumping out the
The
fucking window.
or picking up knives or something.
Isn't that? I thought that was an acid thing.
No,
No.
that's
It's a shroom
It's
thing.
shroom.
Okay.
Yeah. Shroom's supposed to take you into
It's
another
like
world.
you've never done this. Well, they've only ever made me laugh, so I don't know if I can tell you.
Currently,
Maybe you had the wrong dosage, man.
Currently
Maybe you just
they're-
had some shrooms from dog shit.
I'll tell you this. I grew up with cows and horses, so
So you was cows and horses shit?
Cow shit.
no. I'll tell you this. The Justin, our good buddy at Susto,
Yeah.
he released a new song they played for Pace Studios while they were in Tennessee, Nashville.
What's it called?
The new album,
Yeah.
Time in the Sun, and he has one part of a song where he talks about the rich man says you better get back to work, but if we catch you with the psychedelic drugs, we put your ass in jail. And he's dead on right about all that shit. Like, the man says you need to get up and go to work.
Yeah.
But you do what you want to do when it's your time off, we're taking you to jail, and then we're gonna bitch while you're not working again.
Facts, man.
Yeah.
But I say you gotta pay to support your habit anyway.
You do.
It's true. So,
Everybody got vices.
there are currently 2 large studies underway in the United States and Europe that are aimed at winning regulatory approval. The FDA is planning on expanding the review of the results. So, shrooms may be legalized for medicinal purposes, which ultimately, even marijuana, if you're not going to release it as being
They're like cocaine.
recreational,
Are you tired of Adderall? Cocaine.
well, that's what. Look, I will adamantly suggest the idea that cocaine is basically Adderall. It's just being created by a pharmaceutical.
If y'all played Grand Theft Auto, you'll always hear on the radios like, vote yes for Proposition 23.
Oh, yeah.
Legalization of cocaine. I fucking trip every time I hear that.
on the radio.
Yeah,
on the radio when
yeah.
you see, yeah. So yeah, that's so that was in the news this week. So
Okay.
yeah. Hey, Amp,
What's
been-
up?
thank you for joining us this week.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Enjoyed it. You next time you come back, we need some music released.
I'm gonna work on
That
that.
is true.
And let them know what you got out now. Tell them your
Yeah,
albums you have.
Oh
absolutely.
yeah,
Wait.
right now we got the latest projects. I got the EP, the Shello Season 3 EP that is out. I got the Hello Shello presents Pull Up to the House. That's the Biscuit House album.
Okay.
So that's basically introducing the artist that I'm working exclusively with.
Apple Music.
Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal,
Fantastic.
wherever you can stream from.
I'll get a link for you. We'll post it on the website.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Get that
that.
taken care of.
And
Also, go ahead. Keep
I'm
going.
about to say, I think I got a little show on Wednesday too. Hold on, let me see where it's.
Oh yeah, you
You're
do.
performing this week.
Yeah, I'm performing on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Kevin 1100, right?
Is it an NBT?
Okay.
It's a what?
New Brooklyn?
Nah, it's at Eden's Garden.
You know where that's at?
That's
All right. No.
Me neither.
I forgot where it's at, but I get y'all the address. Y'all trying to pull up.
Yeah, this
It's-
Wednesday he's
we'll-
got a show.
We'll
It's a-
promote that Wednesday.
It's a BYOB event, so you
Ooh,
know,
we like that.
Oh, that sounds good.
come get turned up with your boys.
Absolutely.
So also, before we leave, did y'all see this about
You're
Disney?
holding your phone towards your
Did y'all
face.
see this about Disney?
No.
Okay. 55 years after his death, Walt Disney froze his body.
Okay.
He will be thawed December 21st, attempting to bring him back.
No, come on.
Trent, is that on fucking Freedom
I don't know,
Eagle.com?
man. I don't know. Hey,
Cap.
it's the 55th anniversary. Come on. What y'all think?
What would
The
be
first thing,
Cap!
the
If he
first-
walks again, what then? What,
The-
what should we all do?
the first thing he's gonna say are the Jews still here?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Mufasa should become a zombie then too.
Yeah, agreed.
Damn.
Why
Agreed.
why they ain't freeze Mufasa? You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna sit there with
The
guns.
lion?
And
Yes,
Walt
the
Disney
lion.
getting frozen. Why he can't freeze his character that he killed off?
Because it's a fucking cartoon. He's always around.
My nigga Mufasa was the king.
He was, but then that's why Simba came.
Jeremy.
What's the next kid?
What
other kid have you heard from Walt Disney?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
You're talking Mufasa. I was thinking Scar.
Think about that. Think about that. Why haven't you heard from any of the Walt Disney kids?
What's the boy from Home Alone?
Why haven't they been famous? Why aren't they the public eye?
Like Justin Timberlake
or just any rich kid that you know that want to be popping on Twitter
Honestly,
or Instagram.
For a time, we heard way too much out of Macaulay Culkin.
We still now you're gonna hear more about Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, he's coming out with new movies.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's got a new Home Alone.
Oh yeah.
No, stop.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is he the wet bandit now?
If he is
They
not,
done joined him? Oh man, that's crazy.
He should be the exterminator who shows up when guys are trying to break in the house. He's like, no, I'm not with them, but I'll show you how shit goes down.
Yeah, facts.
And
so
now
do
that,
this and
now
do
that
that.
you know that Joe Pesci can just be, taken out by a Snickers bar, I think it ultimately it changes the
Or a
story.
hot
They better
doorknob.
put Boosie in the movie now.
Got a better.
We ain't going to
You can
put
proceed to
Boosie
wipe
in the
me
movie.
Macaulay
down.
Culkin and Boosie in the same movie, dog.
And Walt got to put Boosie in the movie.
Right, yeah.
Walt gonna be in the movie.
All right.
With Boosie.
All right, as always, special thanks, Neat the Geek, engineer and producer, as well as owner and operator of G.O.T. Sound Studio here in Columbia, South Carolina. If you want to book any time, call 803-243-2302. You can email gotsounds at theallaboutnothing.com. You can find details at gotsoundstudio.com or Facebook. Just search for GOT Sound Studio. As well, special thanks to Muff the producer, responsible for the beats you hear. Follow him on Instagram at Muff the producer.
You're going up.
As well as you can get Trent Clark to come out and DJ any event. He
Man,
is
fuck him.
Oh man. Well,
It's like this one,
friends, ones we can depend on.
You can contact Trent.
It's been a long
It's changed up, Barrett. Now remember.
No, I think I did. I think
Okay.
I got it. You can contact Trent for any of your entertainment needs. Trent at theallaboutnothing.com, or you can find him on Instagram at Real DJ Lonzo. Correct? You were drinking the real DJ Lonzo.
And we have to
All
update
payments go
mine.
to my cash app.
Straight to the biscuit house.
We got to update mine. It's the fake DJ Lonzo.
That'd be great.
If you be verified before me, we're fighting.
If you enjoy this little thing we do, you can consider becoming a patron of the show by visiting our website and clicking on the link at the top of the browser. You can take yourself to our Patreon page. You can find details on how you, too, can become a supporter. You can check out the benefits there. Just consider yourself to give us a donation, and we will continue to bring you this nonsense. We enjoy doing it. We enjoy you enjoying it. And
Thank you and me.
Based on the numbers, it seems like you really are. I haven't looked this week. I'll be completely honest.
Our subscribers?
Yeah.
Let's all look at it at the same time.
Hey man, you got a radio voice for real.
I appreciate that.
Well, he worked in radio for how
did
long,
it,
Barrett?
It's like 6 years.
We might have to put a little project together sometime.
I'll do it.
man.
I'll do it. Muff has got me. Muff has
what
got
we
me
at?
working on
Just
something
see what
too.
I just saw.
Where we at?
What?
161.
We have 161
Wow.
subscribers on YouTube.
Bro, we was at 87 last
Yeah.
week.
This week, yeah.
Yeah,
like
this
87.
week alone, we actually got our own custom URL for you for the
Guys,
YouTube.
look how fucking awesome it is. Aren't you glad you subscribed?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So make sure that you subscribe. You
Hit
like
that little like button, the little ding ding on the side.
You want to definitely get notified when we have new episodes. You
And
can
when y'all
also
subscribe to them, go subscribe to me too.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, Shello.
Yeah, let them know.
and vice
Let
versa.
them know.
Shello
vice
Vision,
versa.
man. I'm on there.
All right.
And
Very
yeah,
good.
subscribe. Do it. You subscribe to them. You subscribe to me. You subscribe
Exactly.
to everybody.
When can we expect the project? Right now, I'm putting you on the spot because I'm tired. When can we get one before the end of the year? Can you promise me that?
We working on the volume 2 to pull up to the house
Okay.
before the end of the year.
All right. All
And
right.
I'm
At least give me
guessing
that.
pulling on it.
When
At least give me
you
that.
release that, we'll have you back on.
For
We
sure.
might be on 100 episodes.
I'm bringing the crew next time.
Yeah, we
that'd
want the
be
crew
awesome.
here.
It's gonna be turned
That would be
up.
We want the
awesome.
crew here.
As always, you can follow us on Facebook. Just search for All About Nothing US, on Twitter and Instagram at AAN_pod. Or you can find links to social media and available podcast platforms at visiting allaboutnothing.com, theallaboutnothing.com. If you like to be heard on the show, you can actually call us a message, 803-672-0533. We want to hear your feedback. So thank you very much, Zach King. Thank you very much, Trent Clark. As always, thank you, Amp, also for being here. As always, stay safe, continue to wear your masks, and get yourselves vaccinated.
Hello.
And have a week.
This, the All About Nothing podcast, is recorded live in studio at the G.O.T. Sound Studio in Columbia, South Carolina. The All About Nothing podcast is produced and engineered by Neek the Geek, owner and operator of G.O.T. Sound Studio. To support the show, please visit theallaboutnothing.com for links to social media, merchandise, and more. Become a patron of the show by following the Patreon link at the top of our page. The All About Nothing podcast is an entertainment product of Barrett Gruber. Special thanks to Zach King, Trent Clark, Dominique Stewart, and you, our listeners. Please subscribe, rate, review, and share. If you're on YouTube, please hit the like button and the notification bell. Thank you for listening.